system have been properly utilized and the result is achieved. So I don't see any reporting back to the donors, you see, to investors.
It's not fully fledged system diagram yet. Good point.
I would have loved to incorporate the other example where you come in to identify the problem as a community, so that you make this now earn money.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the use of the tool of prototype, right? Notice the difference in the conversation that's happening here and the conversation that happened there. This one, we are talking systems, because this is a system diagram. There, we were talking experience, because it was an experience tool, right? So this is actually something that a system diagram is a depiction of a system that allows for system level consideration. And you have chosen to, even though you've used the pipe cleaner, very, very useful tool to look at flows, right? But the same thing, I could have actually done it in a way that I'm actually bringing the experience of a journey of an individual student through the system, right? And then I'm depicting that journey, and through that you have to infer what the system is. So both are very, very useful. Yes. They have different purposes, yes. Okay? So just a pointing out of the tool, we are actually going to, this is a really good system diagram because it shows, this is a perfect system diagram because what it shows is the actors, quote unquote actors, the different agencies and the people at play. What is the flow between them? And the flows are distinguished in terms of different types of flows. Here's money, here's influence, here's information, right? And then the moment this happened, you said that, wait, we need another flow, right? That's exactly what you want, because now you realize that, hey, wait, this deal is not a good one for the community member unless there's something else coming back and so on. So that's how you embellish the system. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go.
What we have here is, let me read this back to you. It's group one, how much we teach entrepreneurship to distributed communities. And we have two challenges in here. One of them is the apparent lack of entrepreneurial capacity or skills or knowledge in these communities. The other one is that they are distributed. And an example is this island in central Uganda called KKK, where they grow tomatoes. That's the main. So we are targeting these tomato farmers. And what we have here is both perhaps something close to a systems diagram, but also some experiential. Yeah, thank you. So we think that the main approach to addressing those two challenges is to create a virtual community of tomato farmer entrepreneurs. And by way of process, we plan to first go to the different islands and do focus groups in those islands to identify the situation of those farmers, what entrepreneurial competencies they need. If it is accounting, if this is some of the examples, if it is basic accounting, some cost estimation, being able to determine selling prices, how to make profits, things like those. Is it saving practices? Is it doing business plans? We want to find out what the main issues are and what their capacities are. The next thing in terms of the process is we thought about developing a smartphone as a main platform for creating these virtual communities, linking them up. And what's going to happen on these mobile phones, which are going to be subsidized, but they're going to make some contributions for ways of sustainability, is, by the way, it's called bugaga, meaning in the language, in the vernacular spoken in this island, that means that being wealthy. And these people really grow a lot of tomatoes, but they don't know anything about being wealthy. And this is something to really inspire them. So you have this greeting that comes onto the screen, Jebale, again, this is the local vernacular, meaning well done, whatever you're doing makes a lot of sense. There's a menu here that the farmer is able to go on to cost. Are they wanting to know how to do some costs? So this smartphone, as well as the app that we're going to be developing, is able to get them to put in some information about different aspects. Actually, we have some formats for you here that are going to be included here. They're going to be able to collect this information on a daily basis. What am I spending on seeds, on labor, on other aspects of my inputs and production and transportation? When they want to make some estimates of prices that are appropriate at that time. There's another menu place for it. How do they estimate profits and other aspects? So this is Bugaga, all right? That's Bugaga.